This is a video about editing. So editing is reading what we've written and seeing if there are any mistakes, first grade mistakes that we could fix up. So I have my writing process tracker. So this video is for when you are done with your pre-writing, done with the writing, and you have done your revising. Remember, when you did your revised step, you listened to or read your reading to make sure it made sense and to see if you could add anything to it. So I've done my revising and I'm on this step called editing. Editing has a little hammer next to it. I'm going to do fix-ups. So I put in your agenda this paper that says editor's marks to make our great writing even better. So you're going to listen to a book called The Little Red Pen. And what's funny about that book is that a lot of times we use the color red to do editing marks because it really stands out on the page of your writing and you can see it really well. You don't have to use red, but the character in that book, The Little Red Pen, is supposed to be used for doing editing. So I'm going to use a little red pencil and I'm going to look at this editing sheet and we're just going to see what types of mistakes are we going to look for. We're not going to fix up every single mistake ever. We are going to look for things that are first grade writing expectations or things that a first grader should be able to do. If I use some really big word like behavioral adaptations, it's not really a first grade word, so I don't need to look up the spelling for that one. I could sound it out. I could just match the sounds or match the letter or the letters to the sounds in the word. And that is perfectly okay. I'm not going to do correcting of spelling of every single word. It should be, we are looking to fix up words that have sounds that we've learned and sound patterns that we've learned. Okay. Also, any snap words or high frequency rainbow words that you've worked on, we're going to fix those up too if we didn't use them correctly. We're always going to fix up if there was supposed to be a period at the end of a sentence, and then the next word, the first word in the sentence, starting with a capital. So you'll see here on this page that we're going to use 3 lines under a letter if a capital letter was needed. We're going to put a line through it going this way if it is a capital letter, but it's supposed to be a lowercase. Remember, we're only using capitals to start sentences. And for names of the week, names of a person, names of a month. For this, there's a little circle and it says punctuation needed. So that means you either needed a period or a question mark or an exclamation point. So we'll put a circle and we'll put the punctuation mark that was needed, we'll put it in the circle. And then here the SP, we're going to put that near a word that we think we didn't spell correctly, but we should have, and we're going to fix up the spelling. I don't want you to try to fix up every single spelling word. 3 to 5 spelling words on a page is more than enough for us to do fix-ups. Okay, here's my writing. Where do they live? Bluebirds live in meadows. That is where they find food. They eat grasshoppers and other bugs. So you need a parent or me in a writing conference to look at your writing to do the editing because you might not know that you made the mistake. You may not have realized. You can try to edit on your own and then you can ask another person, an adult, me or a parent or even an older sibling that you have at home to see if they can do some editing. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to edit this work. So the very, very, very first thing that I see that you probably also see if it's not too tiny is that my very first word does not start with a capital. It starts a sentence. So I'm going to use the editing marks. 1, 2, 3 lines under it. so that when I publish this and I rewrite it in my best handwriting, I'll remember that I was supposed to make that a capital B. Bluebirds live in meadows. That is where. Okay. Bluebirds live in meadows. So here's the punctuation I needed. I needed a period at the end of that. And I put a little circle around it. Bluebirds live in meadows. That is where. That is 3 words. I'm supposed to have spaces. So it's not on our list of editing marks. But I am going to do a line like we do at school to show that I should have put spaces between those words. The other thing is there's a period here. So this is a new sentence. That was supposed to be a capital. That is where they find food. There is no A in they. So for this word, I'm going to put a line under and I'm going to write S-P. Then I need to check the spelling. And I know that it was supposed to say they, so I'm going to write it the correct way, T-H-E-Y, right over it, so that I know how it's supposed to be spelled. Bluebirds live in meadows. That is where they find food. Oh, good job, I did a period. They eat grasshoppers and other bugs. Wait a minute, I spelled bugs wrong. So I'm going to write it the correct way. It's supposed to be bugs. I put a little SP to show I checked the spelling of that word. And I'm missing a period. So we're going to do that. Okay? So I'm just going to make my edits on there. Do your best. You don't need to edit every single thing. Mostly we're looking for capitals to start sentences, periods at the ends of our sentences, first grade words being spelled correctly. Okay, so you're going to need help with that. You can definitely hop onto Google Hangouts with me and we can do some editing. Plus we're going to set up some writing conferences for you and you can ask an adult. All right, happy editing. Do the best that you can.